Factoring n squared, take away 22n plus 121. All right, this is, notice the first term is a perfect square, and the last term is a perfect square, and there is no common factor to pull out or anything like that. So this is a perfect square trinomial, also called a PST, because it stands for perfect square trinomial. Okay, so let's have a look at that. So we have n squared, take away 22n plus 121. All right, let's just talk about that for a second. If you had some binomial squared, okay, so first plus last all squared, it will give you the first term squared plus 2 times the first times the last plus the last term squared. Okay, so if we have to check to see if this is a perfect square trinomial, so we take the square root of the first term, okay, and that gives us n. We take the square root of the last term, that gives us 11. Now, the middle term here, is it 2 times the first times the last? Is it 2 times n times 11? It is. It's 22. Well, it's just, there's a little weird sign change here. It's actually negative. That means that the first is n, and the last is negative 11. Because if you square negative 11, you still get positive 121. Okay? So, yes, it is a perfect square trinomial. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the square root of the first term, and then the square root of the last term, and then, here's a little trick, whatever the sign of the middle term is, that's what the sign's going to be here. Okay? So that's the sign of the middle term. And that's it. That's how you do a perfect square trinomial. Okay? It's just a matter of recognizing them, because they look a lot like a equals 1 trinomials. And that's it. Let's go and put our answer in. So where did we say that was? Square root of the first term is just n. Square root of the last term, that's 11. Take the sign of the middle, minus 11 to the power of 2. And that's it. So let's do this one quickly. So it's the same thing. The middle term is negative, so we're going to take the square root of c squared, which is c. The square root of 121, yeah, it's the same question. Minus 11 to the power of 2. Okay, very similar question again. So we have c minus the square root of 64 is 8 to the power of 2. Okay, n, oops, in brackets n, square root of the plus 4, square root of the last term is 4, and all to the power of 2. Okay, and that's it. That's how you do perfect square trinomials. Stay tuned for the next level.